What we are trying to do is to deliver value to the end customer. Deliver value in a way that it is meaningful to the end customer. And that is the whole crux of this. And in that process, we'll make some money. Organization makes some money and everyone works good. So this is what we are trying to do. Now for this value to be delivered to the end customer, organizations have to be organized in a particular way. Organizations have to function in a particular way to make sure that they are able to give the end customer, like what you mentioned, Sunil, what their customer requires as such from an organization perspective to another organization. Uber came up with a product. It is also a product, not just a service. And in Uber, they kept adding new services or new parts which they thought would add value. One of them, as an example, is Uber Black maybe. Earlier it was just a sedan, and now they came up with another thing called Uber Black. When they came up with Black, they raised the prices, they're making more money. The drivers who are having that, they are getting more money as well. And some of us who want that experience of maybe going in one of the luxurious or rather the experience of a high-end car, we get that. So they added that as a service line. They also moved to food delivery. They didn't have to do much. They added Uber Eats. Now that became another value that they thought the end customer required. And most of us wanted it. We took that. And they also eliminated a few things that they did not feel is right. One example would be in some countries, they took off the regular sedan part of it. And they were only working in the premium segment. They thought for that particular market, that segment was not essential. So at the end of the day, what we are trying to look at is for organizations to have the right kind of processes and provide a way for the value to flow from one end to the other. That is what is required. Now for that to happen, the organization needs to have the right kind of people. I'm just shifting a little bit here so that I can cater more to the L&D crowd. So please bear with me. We need to have the right kind of people, the right kind of talent within the organization to be able to deliver this value to the end customer. That is one part of it. If this is not there, then we'll have a challenge. The next part is the technology part of it. Jigna, you talked about this earlier, using technology. Sunil, you were elaborating on this as well. How can organizations use technology the most effective way to be able to deliver the value of the service? In the case of Instamart or Uber or Lenskart or any of the things which we are taking, technology is playing a key role, but it is not the only role. Technology is playing a very key role. So all of us are using that. So organizations will have to do this. Now let's take the example of a traditional, I'll go back to what you said, traditional grocery store. If it is not enabled right now, if it is not technology enabled, and if it doesn't have all of these things, there are a couple more that will come in, will it be able to survive in the marketplace? For one. The next question is, will it be able to thrive in the marketplace? It can survive for some time, but will it be able to thrive and make a lot more money? Now, there is the question of DMart. Now, DMart is a traditional brick and mortar store. And for them, they immediately realized when they had this Swiggy coming in, when they had Porter and everyone else coming in, they realized that they might not be in the game for a lot longer. So they immediately transformed themselves as well. They now have the delivery, and you can order everything online or on the app, and you can have that delivered. So unless and until each of these organizations transform themselves, it will be difficult. They will not be able to survive or thrive. They will be able to survive to an extent, but may not be able to thrive.